I'm Alexander Bermange, and I've been chairing a panel discussion about the role of music and song in film. It was really interesting. We had quite a diverse range of people. We had 3 or 4 who'd worked on one particular film, and the other guests we had were from the music side of the business. So I had on one side of me the filmmakers, on the other side the music makers, and it was interesting just discussing the collaborative process, because it is a huge collaborative process. Putting together a film, it involves lots of different elements, and music is, from my very biased perspective as a composer, I would say it's a very, very important element. And it's just interesting discussing the choices that are made in the films that are being made by the people who are involved in the discussion, and also in the films that we're seeing at the cinema.
I'm Phil Hawkins. I'm a director of commercials. We've done a couple of features, and we also have a short in the festival called The Flying Lesson. At the Bakehouse, we had a really interesting, very informal discussion about the kind of role of music in film. And as good conversations usually go on, they went off into tangents into musical theatre and the state of kind of publishing. And I thought it was a really interesting discussion because. As I said in the talk, music for me is the soul of a film, and as one of the other panel members said, it's a real character in its own right. So it's a really important part of the filmmaking process. My film is called The Flying Lesson. It's a short film about a girl whose grandfather has passed away, and she decides to go to take a flying lesson in a vintage World War II Tiger Moth biplane, which is the exact plane her grandfather flew in the war. And so it's quite an ambitious film. It's got kind of air-to-air stunt aerial sequences, and it's quite a big breed. I mean, you can check out the trailer on theflyinglesson.com and on Facebook. You can find out behind the scenes of how we did it. But yeah, it was great. It was the first time we've shown it to the public at St Albans, so our UK premiere. So we're very excited to show the film.
It's been fantastic to have such a range of events, such a range of people, both people who are involved in making films and people who are ordinary punters who are just pitching up to see what's going on.